What up? What up, everybody? This is unexpected, and this is the closure of the final verdict within the case of the president of the assassination of the Haitian president. So I'm making the final verdict. I'm making the closure. So you're never gonna hear me talk about this no more. So that's why I make this right now. I did one on Instagram earlier, and I'm gonna make one in here tonight, and we gonna, conclude and completely leave this chapter behind us. But I have to, make the final explanation, and I'm gonna do it in two languages tonight. And we gonna leave this chapter behind us after all of this. So, give me a second. So, I'm just waiting a little bit. Shared alive. It's unexpected. We're gonna get to the final closure of this situation, so everybody know what happened. And you guys know I've been thumping for the ever since the story came out. I was one of the people that's really into this whole fiasco, this whole process. I've always been heavily involved in that process, so I must be able to put it to rest in my final prediction, and we move forward after that. And as we all know, we just waiting for people to get in there. So share the live, everybody, and we'll take it from there. Okay, that's the deal, yo. You're gonna take it from there. Okay, share the live, everybody. We'll start after 5 minutes. It's 2:28. Share the live. Let's get this moving. So we can start. So. Fuel Cup. We're gonna talk. We're gonna definitely talk. We gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right, and we're gonna put an end to that. Definitely, we're gonna do that. Okay. So share the live, everybody. We about to jump ship. We about to put an end to everything. Okay. All right. Almost done. Okay. Start. I don't remember the first one. Try capital TAE. Okay. Both. I usually go with the straight No capital. Try without the capital. THE. Try for both like that. Okay, everybody. Hey, we about to start. We about to jump in and go straight to the course. Like I was saying. First of all, I usually do what I do. Give my beautiful people some love before we jump in. Shout out to beautiful South Sayer. Peace to you, sister. We got Candy Hollibris in the building. Aibobo. We got my brother from another mother. T.O. Cops. I got Fet. I Fet Pam Nek Pam Tutan. We got Ashley Williams. What up, what up, what up, what up, sis? We got Indigo Pink in the building. Greeting to you, sister. We got Empress Jesse. What up, family? Aibobo. We got Esmeralda Sharon in the building. What up, sis? We got the Torch. Shankom. We got the Torch in the house. What up? What up? We got George Watkins, Warrior all day in the building. Let's see. We got Ashley Williams. We got Renee Wall 1. What up? What up? What up? We got Priscilla Wholeness. What up, beautiful sister? How you doing? Peace to our Kabbalah Nation. That's what's up. We got Kim K in the building. We got Guala. What up? What up? We got Nilla Crawford in the building from Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati in the building. Cleveland in the building. Cleveland is the city where I come from. It's 1999. Listen, man, the dopest hip-hop group of all time. Bone Thugs in Albany, Cleveland, and the city. What's up? We got Cleveland in the house. What up? What up? What up? That's my folks out here. We got So It's Ruby. Hello, what's poppin'? We got Aaron's Marcinat. What up? What up? What up? What up? Aaron's Marcinat, Sakafet. Oh, we gonna go about it. We gonna go about that. So stay tight. You're gonna hear what's go down, and my perspective and my knowledge of what I see from that. So we're gonna go deep in. Let me finish with the shout out before we jump in with the story itself. So Lily IET, Aibobo to you. What's going on? We got my beautiful sister Auntie, my baby Auntie in the house. Tia. What up, T? What's poppin', baby? What's good? How you doing, sis? We got Kwame Loveland. What up, Aibobo? We got Jonathan well in the house. So many lives, my brother. Listen, man. I had to do this because this topic is serious. And on top of that, I must clear the wave and I must get the shit right. Because if I don't do that, too many speculations out there. And I don't want to be one of the people out here pretty much let people blindfolded. Give me 1 second here, Putain. And so that's the deal. And that's why I'm doing this. So glad you make it, brother. We got Shaina Joseph. What up? What up? What up? Thank you for the work. That's what's up. Thank you, sis. We got my beautiful sister here too. Song by Alicia. What up, Alicia? Where you been, beautiful? How you doing? Glad you're here tonight. We got Beverly Wilson in the building. We got beautiful Mystique. Hey, Sakafet sister, how you doing? You got the beautiful queen in the house, none other than Kaguli Petit Guinea Aibobo. Sister, you are here tonight. Special night when I see the beautiful sister here. My beautiful brothers out here, man. You know, y'all just definitely make the day. When y'all up in here, I don't care, man. Once I see the love, I don't care if we only got some of you guys only here. That itself let me know we are vibrated to the highest frequency of the world right now. Some of y'all, once you guys is here, once I see the family that always show love coming up in here, we good money. That mean our resonance gonna penetrate the highest realm. So we good. We got Sierra Fidel, my beautiful sister, Auntie. What up, baby? How you doing? What's popping, baby? How you feeling? I know you're feeling great, and I know that you are here tonight. You make me feel good. The family is in the building, man. Shout out to you, Sierra Fidel, one of the dopest actress in Langley. So, sister, kill it. And sister's a star, y'all. Get ready for part 2. We gonna get back in the studio to make history. Furthermore, you good money, baby? All right. So, we got Imani. Hey, how you bobo to you, Imani? How you doing, beautiful? How you doing? How you feeling? We got Wolfman 242. We got Bahamas in the house in Bahamas. We got some Bahamian right there. My brother from Bahamas in the building. What up, my brother? How you doing? We got Get Rich. What's poppin', brother? How you feeling? We got Diane Robinson. Hey, King. Hey, sis. How you feeling? Hi, Queen. How you doing? Okay, brothers and sisters. Like I was saying, this was an unexpected. Oh my God. Everywhere got a connection problem. They just tell me your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. What the fuck? So every time I'm doing a live today, I have a connection problem? Oh shit. Nah, we must be target out here, boy. Because my Instagram live was the same shit. I mean, the live was nearly compromised. I bet it was. So before I start, do you guys actually hear me? Okay. All right now. All right. So I just want to make sure before you jump in, we jump in. So we got Akin today, Cater. What up, love in the house? That's what's up. And that's what's up. So we gonna jump in. Let's just go straight to the game. We got Galia. What up, sis? And we are in. Anyway, share the live like you guys could. And we are jumping straight to the game. Carlos Reed, blessing from Jamaica. My brother from Jamaica. That's my maroon brothers out here. How you doing, my man? We about to hear the truth. My personal, because you know what? I've been doing some serious investigation. And my investigation doesn't really lay down on only logics and facts. I analyze everything in my spirit and my energy, and the ancestors put me on a certain way that I feel like I'm coming to conclude with everything. That's why this is the final say I have to say with this shit, and that's it. No more, but pay attention, because this is going to be serious as far as what has been conducted with what just happened. Okay? So let's pop in with everybody. Anyway. All right, y'all. So, for some of you guys here, what just happened, I received the evidence. I've seen the pictures. A good brother of mine, shout out to you, Tio Cop. I received the pictures. It was by midnight. And like I said, everything that I ever did for the last 2 days, it actually speed up the process of what we have. Because ever since the process come out, ever since the story comes in, we all have the same limbo bubble shit. We just floating. We don't know the truth. Everything was just all fucking like they made up shit. You have Media Takeout, one of the largest urban site for news network and hip hop shit. They all post a picture saying that was the president. And in that picture, you clearly see it was not him. But they still run with the story, because in the story, they said the president gunned down. He got shot and get killed. They gunned him down and he was on the floor. In reality, it was not him. It was someone else. It was a judge. And that judge name was Dorval. And that's the one they assassinated. And next, they come out with another picture of him cover his face. Again, this was all bullshit. So it was obvious anybody with a simple logic and people like us, we can call this shit bullshit for what we seen it. So I was pretty much doing what I was supposed to do. Challenge the narrative, which what they gave us was all bullshit. So that's what it was. So I'm gonna flip it for tout haïtien qui la yo, zanmim qui la yo, sa connaît pas l'école, yo m'a fait dans deux langues. Nous tout te connaissons, c'était un monde qui t'a commencé parler de ça qui arrive à Haïti comme un monde qui t'a mis pression sous ça ou te met dehors. En parlant de, on dit que Jovenel te mouri, ou ba yo touye nan bal, et que yo te mette photo, tout évidence yo te mette dehors, yo me dit évidence ça ou pas vrai, évidence ça ou menti yo et que me te trouvé que photo yo te dit c'est li pas li même te mettre d'oval, après ça Yo meton l'autre photo couvri figure ou pas même ka wel. So, toute investigation me fait moi bah ça c'est ton théâtre lié, c'est ton jouet lié, c'est un monde qui te dit que monsieur pas mourir parce que ça a dit au de lui-même n'est pas ça. Ça veut dire que son bagage sont un bagage qui a lié et que m'te décidé pour me dire que c'est menti que monsieur pas mourir parce que histoire pas adapte parce que moi son théâtre cap monté. Eh bien, hier c'était jour que m'te recevoir photo, vraiment photo de monsieur que me découvrir vraiment parce que ça me t'a demandé madame j'aime parler à si évident ça te présenter tête depuis les pour te présenter tête ya mais fait qu'on y a moins compte seulement c'était un jouet mystique cap jouer et gon raison d'elle qui fait yo pas publier photo a tout les moun a demandé photo pas de bail yo t'a nous spécifique jour pour yo la gueule et gon raison d'elle qui fait yo pas la gueule. So like I was saying, I flip it back to English. Like I said, my brother just released the evidence, so I see it. But the reason why they never really came out with the evidence the time that they were supposed to is because they was conducting a ritual. And you're going to find a lot of people still don't understand that. But you guys here, my people, you guys are advanced, so you guys will understand that everything you dealing with time, dealing with date, it's all part of the ritual. So they hold out the pictures. They do have it, but they don't release it because they was waiting for a specific day so they can release it because the picture was not meant for the public. So anybody that in the mystic world that understand what you call the occult world, they understand that everything is a code. Everything has to do with the time and with the specific people they are talking to. So I want you to understand what just happened. They are literally speaking to three type of an agenda. Okay, they are speaking to the public, to the population. They are speaking to the brotherhood, and they are speaking to the spiritual world. So they take the specific time to release the photography is because it's a part of the ritual. They don't want to do it right away because the message will not hit properly to where they want it to be, and they wait for it to fall within the 10th. Pretty much mean once you reach 10, it means new beginning. So they are open to paradigm. Every time you get to numerology, you get to the number 10. 10 pretty much mean repetition. That means you start a new paradigm, a new cycle. So, pour tout haïtien, yo j'aime dire là, gon raison fait yo pas mettre photo dehors rapide. Yo prend 100 €, yo met ton dal faux photo dehors pour faire confusion avant. Après, yo mettez photo à dehors. Raison fait ça, c'est parce que son travail mystique qu'a fait est obligé d'attendre certains jours pour mettre photo à dehors parce que photo c'est pas une photo de tuer monsieur seulement. Photo a son message lié là-dedans. Bon message dans gens tuer monsieur asso, il y a tant un jour spécifique pour vous et pour passer message là, pour message là joindre moun yo vle faire joindre. Parce que gens tuer monsieur yo pas là, gen trois dimensions dans message gens tuer monsieur. Premier message là yo pas là peuple là. Deuxième message là, on parle à moun qui dans secte mystique pa yo, dans société yo. Et troisième nan, y a parlé à monde mystique là yo même qui c'est égrégore pays. Et égrégore pays c'est vaudou, so yo voyon message pour égrégore vaudou mystique pays. C'est ça li représenter et yo choisi 10 dans 10e jour ça fait autant 10 et ça fait là tout monde joine ni. Raison que fait ça, gen moun qui ka di gen droit gen photo avant ça, mais tout pi fort moun wel dans 10 là yo wel. 10 juillet. C'est parce que 10 représente dans la numérologie un siècle qui recommence, un nouveau siècle. Ça veut dire son nouveau paradigme. Ça veut dire c'est son nouveau dimension qui entre. So yo lage photo pour commencer une nouvelle dimension. So like I was saying, we about to proceed to what's in these pictures. First of all, like I said before, as we all know, the story stated that this guy got assassinated by mercenaries. And these guys literally shot him. But first of all, like I said before, my investigation was spot on. The only thing that was missing in my investigation is when I said, I don't believe he really died. But all of this is generated based on what I have and what they gave us. It was shaky. But within my investigation, I call out everything that is still staying. I said, this is not a mercenary job. The mercenary didn't kill him. And I pretty much said, this is an inside job. And I'm still, and everything's add up. And I'm still right to what I was saying. So now, the story was like, for those that don't know, it's about the president got assassinated by mercenaries. And it was 6 of them. And the president, for people who don't know, have at least 30 guardsmen every time with him. So in simple logic, no way someone would be able to get to a president with 30 arms guard guys, including you have to get to certain checkpoint to reach out to them. So that itself will cancel the shit out. So what do we learn within this death tells you how I'm going to paint how everything fall based to what I see in there within pictures. Now, for those that see it, you got to understand, I'm not going to post that picture. For anybody that will like to see it, you won't see it for me because I'm not sharing these pictures. So that's why I'm going to do my best to explain it to you so you get where I'm going with it. The way I'm explaining it, you know what I'm saying. You'll be able to visualize how everything happened. So when the picture get to me, the first thing I do, I take my time. I spend the whole night. I didn't sleep last night because I want answers. And I receive them. And for what I see within the pictures, it tells you a story of how this happened to him. First of all, you got to understand, to me, the reason why you're not hearing not only there's a power struggle between the arms, the guards, the security, and these so-called intruders is because this never happened. I'm going to be fair with you. This never happened. That's why you don't hear no casualty, no one got shot, none. This never happened. So, pour tout haïtien, nous j'aime dire là, nous tout connaissons l'histoire là, on dit nous que c'est 6 moun kantré, qui a là ka Jovenel kantré, ka déchouké, et puis tout yel. Premièrement, faut me faire connaître ça, un monde qui a logique, ou pas même qu'à accepter logique ça, parce qu'il pas fait sens. Parce que Jovenel toujours gagne 3 différents groupes avec lui. Il gagne Udmo, il gagne Simo, plus il gagne l'autre groupe encore qui mêle à des trois nèg gang. Il y a les base Galil, mon bail comme ça. So, monsieur toujours gagne minimum 30 nèg avec lui, sans compter moun qui dans sécurité pour quitter machine passer. Ça veut dire premièrement, si c'était mercenaire, il y a trop d'activité dans zone monsieur pour arriver sur lui. Ces jours mercenaires quartier monsieur est-ce qu'il utilise un arme, yo sniper monsieur non distance ou bien yo utilise un rocket, yo explosé facilité côté monsieur hier. C'est celle gens. Mais pour yo entrer entre yo 6-5, ça va pas faire. So, now we going into the story. To me, for everything that shows, it shows there's a order that been given within the guardsmen, which means whoever responsible for security, you can definitely see that there's an order passing down to these security levels and how to do it. So now the question is, who's responsible for security? Who's the higher ups within the security there? When he gave orders, everybody had to follow the protocol. This is the real question. So now it's obvious. The only way you will have, for an example, let's just say some people are going to say, well, they probably paid these niggas. Somebody bought someone. Listen, that's a whole lot of niggas to buy. Just imagine if you have to pay nearly 30 arms guard security to kill a president. Nigga, you probably getting bankrupt. You're going to go bankrupt because think about it. Ain't no niggas that are going to get involved with the president if you're not talking about $1 million or $500,000. So there's a lot of niggas to pay. But who's going to take the responsibility to try to talk to each and every arms guard? Somebody going to snitch on you and it's not safe to try to talk to each of them to negotiate. One way or the other, niggas going to point fingers at you. So it's not safe. So off bat, the ideology that they pay the security to get to him is not even that. It's bullshit. That's number 2. Number 3, whoever received money, they just say that the higher ups within the security guard receive money to do that. That money is blood money. That's the type of money you do not want, because one way or the other, where are you going to spend that money? You going to be a fugitive for the rest of your life, or look out behind your shoulder all your life, because that type of money can get you to trouble. Because how the fuck you responsible to get the president killed? Someone already know that they paid you for it to do it, so they got leverage on you forever. So you become what you call a collateral. So off bat, this shit offset that notion again. So the conclusion is simple. They all, or the people in the higher ups, belong to a society. That means they belong to a fraternity, okay? Because it quietly shows you, again, the reason why they allowed it is because the people that do it, they know them. The people that are responsible for his killing, they know each other. And those folks, they know everybody that in charge of shit. So if they make a phone call, whoever's going to have to listen to them, they know this comes from some serious circle or a brotherhood circle where they involve in it themselves. So off bat, this story that someone intruder come in, it's a lie. The truth tells you that they was already inside of the house waiting for the president to come in. These folks was already inside of the house. They get inside of the house. And the reason why they allowed them to come is because these folks is very familiar with the president, that the president trusts them. The only way for someone to get comfortable to bypass your security is because your security not only know you're in good condition with the president, you are involved in the brotherhood. Like they trust. That's what brotherhood is for. So off bat, they let you know or cancel the ideology of mercenary. It goes straight to the brotherhood connection or the brotherhood trust. So it's almost like the brotherhood come in. They told you they have to wait for the president for a meeting, and that's what ended up happening. So they bypass security because security know who they are, and security, they involve in the brotherhood, so they do not go against the brotherhood. Simple as that. So, pour faire haïtien, mieux j'aime dire là, celles gens which analysation pas moi, ils prouver que pas de mercenaires entré. Raison que fait on dit ça, c'est parce que non seulement pas de monde qui prend balle dans mercenaires, ou pas même de sécurité pour balle, en même, ça prouve que si Jovenel gen moun qui vini, c'est parce que moun yo tap tant Jovenel en dedans. Yo te gen en dedans, ap tant monsieur entrer. C'est pas pour du entrer sous monsieur. Non, son moun yo tant dedans, Jovenel l'air, Jovenel entrer, ouais, moun yo tap tant yo en dedans. Et genre de moun ça c'est moun Jovenel fan pile confiance, et sans moun Jovenel qui fait confiance avec même vie pâle. C'est moun ça qui t'est impliqué là-dedans. Et que raison que fait sécurité pas même font pétard, c'est parce que sécurité contre moun ça tout. Et celles gens sécurité pas involve puis gros, c'est parce que moun dans sécurité contre moun ça dans même société avec moun ça, société secret. OK, là avec moun ça so quitter moun ça parce que l'amour monsieur c'est pour un grain moun qui fait moun ça yo, c'est un différent moun qui là dans l'amour monsieur et m'a expliquer ou comprendre. So I flip it back to the point like I was saying before. Let's just all act like the intruders come in. I'm gonna act like I'm the president myself, and let's just say the mercenaries come in. Did you know by law, as a president, specifically in the time in the movie was making, they know you have not only you got security, but these niggas got a gun with them. They all have a gun. So that means the president have a gun. He strapped himself. So the moment these niggas come in, that just said these niggas trying to come in. So the moment they open the door, nigga, you trying to reach for your fucking gun. That is a fact. So even if you're trying to reach it to shoot, the first thing that's going to happen, if I'm a mercenary, they give me the target. The moment that I see the target was armed, I'm not aiming for the body. I'm aiming for the dome. I'm aiming for the head. I'm taking his ass out, because if I shot him in the chest or any in the lower area, he still can pull the trigger. I might be dead. So I want to make sure this nigga's out. So I go straight for the dome. And off bat, that lets you know that none of this shit has happened, because nobody get hit with nothing. Nobody get hurt at all. So off bat, this tells you there ain't no such thing as intruder. This was pretty much a work of people that know each other, that was out there waiting for his ass to come. And that's what happened. Now we are going in the process of describe how the death taking place. So shout out to Ashley, shared alive, and we about to move into the part 2. So here's what happened. Now, in the first picture, there's several of them. And the thing about these pictures, they also have the scan. They have the scan to show you the damages in each part. So what I see so hilarious and so ironic and so obvious at the same time is that there's no bullet wound on the president's body. No bullet wound was registered on his body. And this is very serious, because the news and the media, this is what I was trying to tell you again, they keep pushing the narrative that he got gunned down. But the picture doesn't say otherwise. So that alone tells you that's probably the reason they've been hiding, because the picture, not only they release it, now they're trying to be in what we consider in the mercy of the spiritual world, because they release it in the thin. But ask yourself, that's probably one of the reasons why they're not releasing it, because it don't make sense. It don't match up, because they said he got shot and killed, but the picture don't show no bullet wounds whatsoever. So we about to go deep in explaining each body parts and what it means and how the death happened. So pour haïtien yo j'aime di nou, te gon probably gon raison que fait yo pas jamais mettre photo à dehors. C'est parce que yo connaît ça yo dit de photo ou bien ça yo dit de l'amour, photo a pas prouvé ça. Yo dit que yo fusillé monsieur, yo gen moun ki yo dit yo ba monsieur 17 balles. 17 balles fait 8, tout ça c'est vous comprenez dem de dou là, numérologie rappeler ou que son bagage mystique qu'a fait. Jovenel fait 26 juin qui fait 8. Yo bal combien balles? 17 balles qui fait 8. Les annoncé qu'il mourir il fait 8 encore. So tout ça c'est bail cap tomber 8 8 8. Yo dit 26 colombiens entre qui fait 8. Yo dit 8 dans colombien yo poko kembe yo toujours mais 8 en font l'autre 8. So tout bagage net tomber dans 8. Ça veut dire qui ça numérologie 8 là veut dire numérologie 8 là son bagage qui est oméga. Ça veut dire son force suprême de oméga ou bien le yin yo ka di yin ou bien au cas de perfection. But vraie force qui est là, c'est infinity. Ça veut dire ça, vous commencez à fuck yo finil. Ça veut dire ça seulement faut comprendre ces persécutions. Ça veut dire bon, ça vous commencez à finir. Et nous pas oublier tout, te font messe noire dans le monde à Jovenel. Les moun l'église yo tal sonne tout cloche dans pays a. So tout ça fait partie de ça écrivé là. So n'a privé plus loin. And I almost forgot from my American people also. Do you guys not forget that they conduct a ritual and they call it a black sermon, and they have all the church all over Haiti, and they was ringing the bell at the same time, and they was conducting this mass ritual, and this prove you this is what it leads to. So they take down the leader of the nation. This was prepared for this ritual that they just did with the president himself. So now let's go to the nature of the death. What I noticed it's where the first blow starts, because I'll analyze every part and every damage from the body. But to me, to what I notice and to what I bring together, when I bring everything together, you can clearly see he got hit in the head. So it's obvious, it shows that when he get to his house, he saw a lot of people. And I mean a lot, not a lot to fill up a room, but not one person. It was several. And they interrogated him. That means he was in the middle of several people talking to him. Okay? So off bat, this room was not just a one-person thing. This was different people that was in the room, and he probably was in the middle, and they was interrogated him about whatever the fuck they was having issue with him for. So the first thing you saw in the skin, you saw the skull is cracked. It's cracked from the top. So that means they're using something to bash his head. So off bat, they let you know that was the first blow he received first, because the skull is completely cracked open. Now you're going to have people telling you, oh, you know, it got shot. No, if it was a bullet, the skull would have splashed open. And remember, those mercenaries didn't carry handgun. They have rifles. Anything that can fucking like shoot 20 rounds to 30 rounds per second. So if that nigga got hit in the head, he would not even have a hit, because it's 30 round and 20 round, and these bullets is long and big as hell. So it's straight up his ass will be completely decapitated. So off bat, it lets you know there's no rules, no bullet, no nothing. This just pretty much he got bashed in the head with something. It could, like, to me, it probably a hammer or a bat, but I will go with the hammer. Because that is also what they did to Dessaline when they kill him in the church. They hit him in the head with something. Again, they do the same shit with this president here. That is how the ritual conducted. There's no lie about this shit. There's no doubt about this shit. So pour haïtien nous j'aime di nou, l'on regarde des photos, premier bagage ouais c'est radiographie. Radiographie a pas montré ça yo di assez ça yo tiré monsieur dans tête. Non, si yo te tiré monsieur dans tête, premier soit ta passé nèg yo c'est à mitraillette yo, mitraillette c'est zam qui ka tiré n'importe 25 balles par dans seconde. Ça veut dire si monsieur prend 25 balles dans tête monsieur t'a gaillé, OK? Ça veut dire que si monsieur te même prend balle dans tête, il pourra même ouais figi monsieur même encore agent de zam ça. So automatiquement ça nous retirer dans évidence dans ça nous comprendre tête monsieur Jean écrasé, Jean écrasé, Jean ouvert tête monsieur a, c'est soit ouvert là en marteau, ou bat monsieur en marteau dans tête ou bien en bâton fait spécialement yo fait monsieur ça. OK? So ça est premier coup yo ba monsieur l'entrant dedans parce qu'il faut comprendre monsieur pas tant dedans. Moun yo tap tant monsieur dedans là. Monsieur vient entrer sous moun yo. Et moun yo les monsieur entrer, monsieur pas juste rete pour col. Monsieur nan mi-temps moun yo. Moun yo tap poser monsieur question. Et c'est yon nan moun yo pendant que la parlon l'autre qui gèle fout mission coup n'importe pas contre si son marteau bien bag de fout il dans tête. Yo ouvert cervelle tête monsieur. So il laisse ça, monsieur saute tomber, l'autre bagay yo pral arriver. So as I'm saying, now we are moving to the other part, other damage. The next damage that you see, and it's obvious, and it also disclaim or whatever was believing it was bullet wounds or they shot him on the chest. If you saw the picture, his chest is completely, there's no bullet wound whatsoever. His chest is empty, no bullet. But if you look carefully and closely, what you're going to find in this chest is different holes. That means he got stabbed multiple times. His chest, and then they show you the x-ray. Inside of his chest, you saw a lot of penetration of activity. That means he was severely damaged, what you call tissues, like muscle tissues and vein. You can see it in the scan. So therefore, he was getting stabbed, which what, again, I'm going to explain. But I'm going to the injury first before I explain what each of these activity or these act, what it means in the brotherhood. So he got stabbed several times with either, because you know, you saw two different size of whatever sharp tool they was using. One of them is a bit bigger. There's another one that's very thin. So it looked like it might be an ice pick or a little dagger. One way or the other, he have several on his chest. So that means they was, after they knock him down, they just like, you know, when someone just got hit in the head and you fall to your knees and then you right there in the level of the arm and they just like this. He's getting stabbed repeatedly. So that's what they did to him in that perspective. So once you get, j'aime di nou haïtien, sou gade l'estomac monsieur dans photo yo, nous tout dit monsieur prend balle, yo tire dans l'estomac, mais l'on gade photo yo pas vrai même, monsieur pas gon grain mac balle sous li. So l'on gade l'estomac là bien ou kon dal ti tout. Et ti tout ça yo gen différents size, yon ki ti jan pi gros, l'autre ti jan pi petit. Et l'on gade lou presque bokeh monsieur avec un ti jan pi ou tété monsieur ou mac là. Ça veut dire que nous utilisons un point A, a dit yo piquer monsieur. So, là, bien comprendre, ou pour un coup de fer dans la tête, ou bien un coup de bâton, ou un coup de marteau, quel que soit ça, ou saute tomber sous genou, ou saute tomber à terre pendant à terre, moun commence à piquer, monsieur. Et ça fait tout l'estomac, l'histoire de la radiographie. Moun pense radiographie, c'est balle, y a montré. Non, monsieur, pas prendre balle. Ça, c'est tissu, c'est muscle, tissu, moun yo pénétré avec coup de couteau qui vient faire paraître l'estomac, il paraît comme ça. So, c'est pas balle. Ça, c'est coup de couteau, fout, monsieur, l'aile saute tomber sous genou là-dedans. Kunya not move, as I was saying. So now we are moving to another body part. One of them is the obvious, is his arm, his left arm. Okay, so his left arm has a huge gash right there. It's open to the point you can see his bone. I want to let people know this is the location of the brotherhood membership. This area here, this is where they put the microchip plate. So they removed the plate from his arm. That's why you see the gash here and the bone tissues in the back. Like they removed the tissue to the bone. This is where they put the microchip. When they talk about put the chip here, this is not for presidential type of membership. The little small shit you saw, this is for regular people. Like this is pretty much a tracker. This is not a chip. This is a fucking tracker. But the plate, the big one they put here, this is for elite. The guy was a president in the richest country in the world when it comes to mineral. So even though Haiti look like this shithole as you seen, this is the richest motherfucking place in the world. When it comes down to the mineral, they have the rarest mineral in the world. Okay? So this is the richest motherfucking place. So they know what they was doing. They use him as a puppet, but they got to keep an eye on the motherfucking puppet. So they removed the plate from him. That's why you saw the bone and there was a huge gash. That's what that part means. They take you out. okay? And they remove his marry his ring. The marriage ring is removed too, okay? So I'm gonna get that. That is another form telling you it's personal. He's not even dead with his marriage, his ring on his finger. They remove it. That means it's personal. That was a personal move in that part. And again, pour haïtien yo, sou gade nan point monsieur, yon nan photo nan point li, wapwe monsieur gon gros tout lal. Nan tout wapwe ou presque ka wè zo monsieur avec tout. Eh ben, parti ça, c'est parti côté yo mette ou microchip. Ça veut dire yo met ton bagage sous monsieur de pour le président, quel que soit président dans le monde là, wap gon microchip pour yo mette là sa identification dans cycle ou bien dans société moun qui pour diriger pays ou bien moun qui fait partie d'une société qui est important. Yo tout gen microchip nan point li, mais lo regarde tout ça là, c'est retirer microchip monsieur là lui-même. OK? Sou pas konon tout konnen. Okay. Now, as we going deeper, now you're looking at his foot. When you get to the foot, it's literally mutilated. Okay. Oh, almost forgot before the foot. His rib area. Okay. If you're looking at the rib, if you look at the X-ray in the rib, you saw this area got gushed the fuck out. That means they carve them open. They open all this area is carved out. So right after that, after they done stab him, this dude is gone. He's dead. So the carve of the microchip off of his arm is pretty much, he's already done. He's already dead. So they doing work on him while he's a corpse now. He's dead. So to the remove of the microchip, he was already dead. Now by his area, by his, like you kind of see in the X-ray, the rib area looked like a huge gash, like an opening. That means they remove body parts. This is rule number one. If you belong to the society, there's certain body parts that they took with them. Okay, the Masonic order, if you're a Mason, because there's a lot of level to this shit. When you're in the level of become president in the level of big circle, that's what they do in conducting the corpse. Okay, they took some body parts with them. So this indicate they remove his heart. Okay, they remove his heart or probably some liver and some other shit. So they took some shit with them. So they opened them up and they took some shit with them. Okay? So, pour moun haïtien yo, sou gade radiographie encore, wap gade bokot monsieur là, wap wè bokot la radiographie a moutou gon tout. Ça veut dire que yo ouvert kot monsieur, yo coupé bokot monsieur ouvert pour yo prendre des séries de organes. Comprenez bien. L'on non société secrète spécialement maçon, il y a différents grades dans maçon. Pas n'importe qui malpropre dans des dou maçon, non. L'homme dont nous sommes présidents ou non gros société, ça sont différents niveaux de maçon. Et bien moun sa yo dans société maçonnique, il y a des séries d'activités fait non kon mort, spécialement moun qui te kon dans société pauvre, gon série de bagages non kon ou supposé prendre après le film mourir. Et pas n'importe mourir non. Spécialement au moun qui font bagay qui a puni ou bien au moun qui a font rituel sous li peut-être un bagay li te fait. OK? Ou bien au moun yo marqué comme un sacrifice. So gen de bagay pour yo prendre yo même. Et ben tout ça bon contre monsieur yo prend des trois bagay. C'est soit yo prend cœur monsieur ou bien yo prend foi monsieur ou bien l'autre bagay ya la avec parce que ba mystique lié. Et ça radiographie ça te montré. And then for my American peoples now, as we saying it, we go into the final part, which is his legs. So his legs is broken. And remember, I forgot, the arm they remove the plate, the microchip, is broken also. Okay, so it's obvious the breaking of the arm comes to the trying to remove the microchip. Because imagine you have a dead corpse. It's not comply as a normal person. Imagine you trying to remove the microchip and you put the hands like that and the whole weight falling. So they break the hand to have control of it so they can remove what they remove. And that's why the hand is broken. It's not because, oh, they trying to, while he was talking, no. They just trying to remove the chip, so they broke the hand, they trying to remove it. Because it's not easy to do that to a dead body. That's why the arm was broken, okay? So, pour haïtien m'te manqué de bien dire ça, les retirer chip là dans point, monsieur raison faire radiographie à montrer point monsieur cassé, c'est parce que pour retirer microchip là, monsieur te gen mourir, so faut que kembe meyan pour yo faire, so yo casser li pour retirer pour le plus facile pour yo, et ça fait meyan cassé parce que t'as retiré le meyan fait meyan cassé. OK? So on a avancé. So the final part, is the leg. If you're looking at the leg, not only they are broken, the leg have huge flesh hanging out. Okay, this is mutilation. All right, so pretty much it was all part of as they were stabbing him. People with other shit was fucking poke him out at the same time and gush him out. All right, so pretty much his leg, you don't see no broken as much as pretty much, you know, a lot of people, like, you can tell that he was like, motherfucker was hitting him with shit non-stop. So it's all part of the damage of it. So now I'm gonna explain. J'aime dire nous voir ici dernier parti à pied monsieur sous garder ou après bout de viande, yo coché monsieur, bout de viande, tout ça c'est dans même parti pendant à essayer de tuer monsieur, y a fout monsieur coup, y a fout monsieur. Et bah sadistic net dans ce sens ça. Kounya, m'pral expliquer nous qui ça. Chaque parti dans corps monsieur, Jean frappé li, Jean touyer qui ça le vle dit, ça le représenter et pour qui ça yo fait. Okay. So the final part, which I think they do that less because it's a very delicate situation and it takes time to do this final one. And this final one is his eye. The story we all have before I saw these pictures, they've been saying they poked both of his eyes out. You know, he lost both of his eyes. But with the evidence in the picture, he lost one eye. The eye that he lost is the left eye. Okay, so for anybody thinking this bullshit, this is no bullshit. This is a Masonic. This was, to me, that's only two acts. Matter of fact, 3 that tell me this was a Masonic death ritual. The head, the bash of the head skull, because they represent the skull and bone in a way. That's why if you're looking at the skull and bone, they always have this. If you're looking at the top of the skull, when you see the logo, you see there's a crack on the skull. This is not a game. This is a part of telling you what they do. Okay, so that's why I said he belonged to a society that probably mixed with other brotherhood. That's what the crack in the skull is for. Okay, so when you're thinking about the stabbing, this is another part of dagger dealing with, you know, when you stabbing someone and they verge of losing their life, and when the soul is departed the body, the stabbing help control the soul before it release. Okay, so that itself is another Masonic ass shit, or whatever you want to call it, secret society death rituals cult. Okay, the organ removing shit is another one, is another evidence again. So now with all I'm saying, think about it. You a fucking paid mercenary or an assassin. Why you fucking sit down and waste your time doing all of this shit? Fuck no, because my job is to eliminate you and get the fuck out. So the faster I can kill you and bounce, it's the better for me. All of this shit I'm telling you, from all the shit you saw in the picture, ain't no fucking mercenary in hell will have the time to do all of this shit. They'd be bouncing. So off that, we know that's bullshit. That's a fictitious story they pushing. So pour haïtien mieux, j'ai retrouvé monsieur à get fort qu'on est pas qu'à mercenaire. Parce qu'on mercenaire bien assassin au PO, c'est pour tout le monde vite que possible pour jeter. Pour qu'on y a pour dire tout, pour ne agon tout dans tête li. Pour le plein tout dans l'estomac li, bagay nan commissaire yo retiré, bagay nan point à ton mercenaire t'a fait tout le temps ça, ou quoi bas de temps pour même tirer moun bri bal seulement que te fait moun avant trop t'a gen tangé tout pour tout bagay ça fait, ça veut dire tout te connaît ça qu'a fait là, tout entourage monsieur te connaît ça que t'a fait là, toute sécurité monsieur te connaît ça t'a fait, à tout moun retire passer son bagay qui prend temps, ça son rituel qui t'a fait, ça son bagay qui planifié que t'a fait, yo fait monsieur ça. OK, so now let's go to the meanings of the final one. Like I said, the left eye, they remove his eyes. Like they were saying before, he lost both of his eyes. No, the story don't, the picture don't show that at all. It shows he have his right eyes, but the left eye is removed. And if you're looking at his face, the left eye was like it was delicate removal. That means it take their time to remove the eye, so the eye is not damaged. If you're looking at around his frontal, all of this area is intact, but with no eye. Now imagine if someone was putting their hands to pull it down, you'll see scratches all over his eyebrows and all this shit here. You would see a struggle. You see the skin is irritated, on the skin probably fall. And if he gets shot by the fucking eye, that would be like his face will blew off completely. So The way the face look off bat, it shows you they take their time to remove the eye. Okay, so they collect the eye. Okay, that's what they collect. All right, so this is what the shit is about. Like every time you saw they do this hand sign, it's a form saying that I'm not gonna lose mine, motherfuckers. I'm faithful to the team. That's what this shit is for. To let them know you pledge allegiance to the whatever secret society, i.e. Illuminati or secret Masonic. When you do that, you pledge allegiance. Like, nigga, I will not lose mine. I'm just gonna be a good fucking soldier, and I'm gonna be the one not violating this shit. Okay, that's why they remove the eye. So now, what each of these parts from the death represent? The bash in the head, it means you do not have control over your destiny without to be consult with the higher ups. So the mind represent the brain, it represents you control your destiny, and that's why they hit them on the head to remind the nigga, you can't do what you think you're doing without consult or without our order or our brotherhood decision. Okay, that's what it means. That means to the population itself, you don't have your destiny at your hands yet. Your destiny is still in the control by the very same little secret group, the same little what we consider whatever name you want to call it, secret society, whatever. They've been the same poisons since back then to now. And that's how Dessaline was killed, because he was a part of the Masonic group, and they lure his fucking ass down, and they do the same shit that you saw here. They drink his blood and hit him in the head and chop his ass up. It's almost the same shit that you all witnessed with this president here. So they give him a Dessaline treatment. So pour haïtien mieux, frapper tout avec notre tête, monsieur. Premier ça le représenter que monsieur pas gen droit pour faire décision pour col. Ça veut dire faire monsieur comprendre tête so gen on pense au cas ou ka décider pourquoi ou pas capable parce qu'on fait partie d'une société secrète, décision pas capi bon qui pas aussi ou pas ou même pas d'accord décision. So il faut comprendre que décision making qui dans tête toi, yo frapper la tête, yo craser cervelle cap penser que li ka outsmart ou cap penser pour fond bagay en dehors de you même. Okay? So, the stabbing in the chest, this represent betrayal. It represents people that you turn your back against. That means you go against the brotherhood. That's what they were stabbing you. They're like, motherfucker, you think you was this. So basically, he betrayed someone in his own brotherhood. That's why they stab him. That's what it means. That's why they take their time to put this shit in what you call, they put it to the world. Those that need to know will know. The reason why they release it, they all communicate with other ones around the world to let them know we did this and this is why we did this. That's a communication system based on what you are witnessing within the dead body. Pour j'aime dou la haïtien, lo wè kosa parti l'estomac la wè ki m'dou ki gen tout konkou yo piqué monsieur yo poignardé là, di représenter moun que monsieur te trahi. So des ko trahi, n'a piqué cœur, n'a piqué ou passer son sens de trahison, c'est ça. Ba nan parti l'estomac la représenter trahison, c'est ça le mean. Ça dit monsieur trahi de trois moun qui te dans cercle ou bien moun qui dans société avec, so peut-être ça, peut-être ou trahi pas seul moun qui t'a piqué non, c'est ka deux moun ou trois moun qui piqué monsieur. Le plus souvent c'est trois moun yo toujours y moun qui oui gen l'autre moun qui pas assisté, mais c'est trois moun qui fait activité a. OK? Ça veut dire a toujours gon green fille là. A toujours gon green fille là. Et ça fait toute sécurité yo qui te nèg yo passé parce que sécurité yo représenter moun qui participer dans rituel là. Yo là. OK? Et m'a parlé avant tout te gon couleur sou yo. Yo te gon couleur coordonné. On va qui planifier fait là. So piqué monsieur nan ke avle dit, piqué monsieur l'estomac li s'arrêter que c'est monsieur son trahison, haute trahison le fait de société de moun nan société secrète, so yo piqué monsieur peut-être ça et ça parti ça représenter. All right? So the removal of the microchip, we all know is the obvious. You are degraded and you no longer worthy of the command. That means you are being replaced. Okay? You replace. By law, if one of them in a brotherhood died and they don't commit treason within their circle, you died with your chip. Your chip will not be removed away from you. You will die normally, know nothing. This is a part of you as an identity. They don't remove those things if you die normally in the circle. Okay? But him, they remove it. That means you got replaced. Okay? That shit going to the next person that they already picked in line. That's the law. That's the deal. Okay? They're going to initiate that person and they're going to put that shit on that next person. And they're going to remind where that shit came from. So, nigga, you better be in line. That's what this shit's going to be. Okay? So, now we are getting to the part of the rib, what that means. This means that this is the body part that they're gonna remember together. That means they're gonna consume this shit. They're gonna eat this shit. So that means they're gonna eat your heart. They're gonna have all of them gonna eat your fucking heart. They're gonna do that, or your liver. One of those two. This represent they consume the negative energy that was around them. That means they are dissipate the problem. They are dissipate the energy that causing disunion between them, so they consume it. That means they're no longer there. Okay? They eat the shit. So pour haïtien yo, l'or ouais bon parti ouais couvert. Qui par là, ça veut dire que monsieur ou bien foi monsieur, yo pral manger yo même. OK? Li représente l'on dans société, moun sa yo fait ça, énergie qui cause moun nan te trahi yo pral retirer énergie ça, yo pral consommer énergie ça, pour énergie ça pas jamais tourner encore pour gagner confiance ça entre eux même encore. Ça son ba yo fait entre rituel, yo manger kéa pour ça pas fait encore. C'est ça que fait yo manger dessaline, yo boire sang pour pas gon dessaline encore. OK? Mais pour qui raison yo fait? Ça veut dire n'importe essence énergie, faut comprendre. Yo torturer monsieur Jovenel Moise, ça veut dire adrenaline a courir dans sang. Ça veut dire grand pile fréquence qui dans sang, grand pile fréquence qui dans kéa, non seulement c'est créa dans kéa, yo manger, ça veut dire que pas bon énergie dans commission encore. Okay, you trace exemple ça. So for the American people, when they consume the heart, you already know the liver, all of this is this high level of adrenaline. This is another form of adrenochrome. So they are consuming to make sure the frequency is stay with them. So you will never have another person trying to emulate what he's trying to emulate. So pretty much his spirit is trapped with them. So they trap his spirit within the brotherhood. So if his spirit trying to have revenge against them, it won't happen to the brotherhood because they consume that spirit now. That's what it means. All right. So the final one, it's not the final one, the leg. The leg, it's a symbology. It means you cannot go nowhere without us. We tell you when to move. That's the symbology it means. We break your foot, we mutilate your foot. It means that anyone dare to think you can walk, go in your own way outside of us, this is your fate. This is a message given. That's what it means, the message given. Pour haïtien, ou regarde pied monsieur ou tout, donc ou cocher pied monsieur, ça veut dire que ou pas qu'à penser ou pral faire route sans nous, c'est ça le représenter. Yo trace son exemple pour montrer ça représenter pour moun là vous photo quelqu'un moun qui est là ou pas qu'à faire route là sans yo. Pas penser ou pral ranger corps ou entrer dans société ou pral faire peur ou penser ou pral passer derrière de faire caca non et ça représenter photo atteindre crochet puis ou casser mal propre ou pas qu'à faire route. Là peut-être ça ou faire photo à montrer pied. Yo te qu'à faire photo à montrer tout comme ici fini. Non, yo prend bout passer son message y a voyer aller. OK? And now the final one, like I was saying, is the eye. Okay. And the eye was something they take daytime to remove it because the eye is pretty much the reminder to everybody. They collect eyes. Eyes represent traitor. So they got to have this shit there. They have it in their secret places. They collect these eyes to put there to remind people, this is your fate. Okay. So there's a trophy they put in there to keep each and every motherfuckers in check to see this is where your fate will be. If you dare to think you're going to cross one of us, they collect the eye, okay? And they have a shitload of them. It's not only him. People before him and other people, because, you know, there's a lot of shit happening all over. They collect them shit. And they are in a jar somewhere, or they put it on a place somewhere, and each have a fucking story to tell. That's why they make sure they do that. So pour ici une raison qu'il faut l'autre grain yeux left là ou pas ouais c'est parce que yeux left là regarder plusieurs monde qui dans société dans musique plusieurs toujours font comme ça là, vous mettez main là, vous voulez faut comprendre que son sens pour vous voyez, un respect pour société, il faut comprendre que moi, son monde dans société, m'ba nous respect nous, m'pas violer société, un bon soldat, et que quel que soit ça que fait, m'pas perdiger pas maintenant, ça représente que vous prêtez ou son monde qui fait confiance à la société, qu'on pas perdiger pour. Et ça le représente. OK? Eh bien, Granger ça, yo retiré pour monsieur, Granger ça, son bagage, yo met ton côté, pour yo rappeler, quel que soit moun dans la société, sous fait même Jean monsieur, mais côté jour pour aller. Et pas celle j'ai monsieur au prend. Il y a plusieurs G de l'autre moun yo te gen avant ça, yo mette le nom bagage pour conserver Granger ça. OK? Ça son bagage yo toujours fait pour les gens moun qui trahit, mais qui sacrifient. Y a pas Granger mette le côté juste pour remanier l'autre moun qui vient ici pour se faire caca comme ça, mais côté pour arriver. So, this is what all of this, you know, different aspect of what did happen within this different site of killing, different torture site, all of this shit is what it comes down to be, and that's what it means, okay? So, what the message is behind this? To me, the biggest message of all is that they rob the Haitian people from their justice. To me, that's the ultimate lessons of all. They robbed the population of his justice because the population was waiting for his ass to go to jail to answer for his crime. Because this nigga, that's why I'm trying to tell you, if you go online, you find niggas going all over the place, talk about, oh, this nigga was, you know, he was the good guy. Listen, man, I don't like the way they killed the man. This was some fuck ass shit, but he was no saint. And this nigga, he had so many blood in his hands, boy. This nigga spent 4 years and a half, almost 5 years. This nation's been at war with each other like a motherfucker. Young people dying like never seen before. People leaving the country like never seen before. I mean, this is literally the worst administration that ever been in power in the history of Haiti, ever. This shit is a bloodbath. Young people are dying in an astronomically level never seen before. So, I mean, it's only makes, and what makes it even worse, a lot of people died and he don't give a fuck. It's not the type of person that some people died and you kind of see, you trying to reach out to the people. This nigga, and on top of that, so many people that committed these crimes, they told them, everybody know who committed this crime. Guess what? No one go to jail. This nigga was a hell of a good soldier for the corrupt motherfuckers. He never rat out. He don't rat nobody. This nigga take it like a G for these niggas. That's why I'm pissed. This nigga was a hell of cover for these corrupt motherfuckers. He don't rat not one of them. He don't persecute not one of them. They have countless of verdict telling you who stole money. This nigga don't persecute nobody. They have people, they kill a judge with evidence. This nigga don't do shit but looking out for his corrupt establishment. And in the end, that's what they did to him. This shit is fucking sad, yo. Like, this shit is motherfucking sad, my nigga. Because it shows this nigga end up dying for nothing. He end up dying by trying to cover for these scumbag, and they still treat him like a motherfucking cattle dog. This shit, that's what hurts me. Because he don't deserve what they did to him. If they shot this nigga, I'll be okay with that. A car accident, I'll be okay with that. They explode his fucking house, I'll be okay with that. But this desecration, this shit is, yo, that shit's fucked up, man. And knowing what happened is between a circle, that's even worse because this nigga look out for his fucked ass circle, man. He did look out for their asses. So, now, pour Haïtien yo, j'aime là, l'amour monsieur, comme nous tout connaissons, Haïti passe dans pi mauvais temps pour même dans toute dans génération pour j'aime état Haïti depuis la monsieur sous pouvoir. So pour deux trois monde qui pensaient que Jean-Monsieur Mouya, monsieur innocent, monsieur pas innocent, trop santé coulé dans le pays, trop jeune ti moun mouri, li pas fait rien, même enquête pas fait, nan ken moun li pas marre ken moun, trop bagay fait dans le pays monsieur qui t'est passé. Ça veut dire que quitte nous content pas content, depuis sans verser, depuis sans couler la nature gen pour répondre à la nature. So et dans sens ça, mais si m'dakor Jean-Monsieur Mouya non, ça son bagay qui vraiment grave. Pour qu'on ça traiter monsieur, spécialement moun qui fait ça et moun monsieur connaît, moun monsieur remet et moun monsieur fait confiance. Pour c'est comme ça pour moun dans si monsieur fait t'arriver faire monsieur ça d'après tout effort il fait pour le protéger lui-même. Ça a montré nous monsieur comme une nation Bagay qui relè fait yon nan l'autre confiance là, mon cher, ça grave à mort. Et ça qui leçon pour moi. Est-ce que nous avons fait l'autre confiance, laissons bagay consacré, monsieur, qui t'a protégé de ça? Mandat, monsieur, fini, monsieur, est sous pouvoir juste pour laisser protéger moun ça, pour protéger moun qui n'a corruption, yo, pour style traiter monsieur comme ça, d'y prouver, monsieur, est-ce que nous sommes nation vraie qui gagne espoir pour nous tourner une nation civilisée, pour nous venir tourner une nation qui aime une à l'autre, monsieur? Est-ce que c'est ça lié? Est-ce que c'est ça lié? Parce que ça grave. So, pour moi-même, Jean-Michel Mouria, yo volé la justice dans mes peuples là. Peuple haïtien était supposé jouer une justice li avec Jovenel. Qui justice peuple haïtien était besoin pour peuple haïtien était mener monsieur dans tribunal pour te titan parce que non seulement il volait temps, il était supposé aller en 7 février il était, mais nous connaît peuple là t'a prétend ti dernier excuse là pour les l'autre février arriver pour nous mettre la patte sous lui pour la répondre la justice. Peuple là t'es besoin victoire ça. Et ben yo volé victoire justice là dans mes peuple là. Ça yo fait peuple là c'est voler justice dans mes peuple là. Et que ça yo fait là kounya li vinn tout non l'autre énergie yo volé dans men nous kounya nous même n'a regardé monsieur comme étant donné frère nous étant donné c'est nous j'ai retouye monsieur paraît quand kou li pas même moun même ça dit yo dénigrer monsieur yo volé justice là dans mes peuple là et puis yo la gueule ba nous comme ça kounya ça n'a fait nous même. Okay, so like I was saying, the message is clear. These brotherhood let you know who's in charge and who's responsible of how shit is running. But to me, they stole the justice from the population. The Haitian people supposed to get justice. And the justice was to put this nigga in trial so he can reveal everything that he's been pretty much hiding for so long. Everybody see that he couldn't do shit, but they was waiting. To me, the population was supposed to get that nigga. But they stole the justice. They removed justice away from the population. And it showed also that if a nigga call himself supreme because he been doing so many drop, like this nigga said, I'm after God, I'm the one, the supreme ruler. Nobody can do shit. Nigga having like drop, like they make so many drop with his word. Nigga have words saying they will never take power away from me. That trust me when I say this, I'm gonna stay in power, and me and my crew, we gonna run this bitch forever. These are the shit he was saying. Okay? And this is what ended up happening in return. So for him to keep saying what he was saying, like his crew gonna hold power forever, or after God is me, that tells you the level of security that he have within his circle. I mean, he feels so like, yo, we got this. We in control. And for them to treat this nigga like this in return, this shit is astronomically mind fucked. It shows you the nature of these people in Haiti. It shows you, can you really trust these motherfuckers in power? To me, the population, after his death, they were supposed to go door to door and take every single one of them that was involved in that administration. They were supposed to hunt down every single one involved with him. Every one of them. Completely destabilize everybody that involved with this nigga. We coming for you. That's what the population was supposed to do. And they ain't doing this shit right now. They still in limbo. They still, because in their mind, the story still brainwashed them. Because the story said, outsider did that. Intruders did that. Oh, Colombian did that. So in their mind, this is not one of us that's responsible for this. Somebody else come here and kill our president. So basically, we need to find ways to fight them, the outsiders. When all alone, his circle did this shit. This is why I'm blaming the fucking media. Because the media is supposed to know this is a no act of an outsider. This is someone within the circle that did this shit. And if the population was informed, was being able to be told, look, do not look outside. This is no outsider shit. This is some hen house. You know what the population will do? They will fucking round up every single one of them that involved in the government. They will fucking find their ass by now. This is what these niggas doing against the population right now. You know what I mean? This is what they doing. And again, I almost forgot this was an important thing. The people they are calling mercenaries, those Colombian, they identified them again. Several women, married women from these guys said they working in Haiti. They was hired for security company. Like I said before, the way Haiti is structured, you have different motherfuckers. Haiti probably have the most security company, private security company than any other country in the Caribbean. Because everybody, if you own a business, nigga create his own security company. And who you think they filling up these security companies outside of that need to come? Mostly they come from Ecuador, they come from Colombia or Venezuela. These are the three places they have them the most. And when these guys come in, they create this company with them and they train, and these guys have gun license. So they usually use these guys because they facilitate the gun access to buy. So that's why they constantly create. They have a lot of people have them. You have people in the private sector. They have like a lot of companies. You have different families. They have their own company. So these guys was already in Haiti for a long time working. They are not mercenaries. They are workers. People's in there. So you have a couple of them that's victims. People killed them for no reason because the media told them otherwise. So the population out there mobbing some of them, thinking that they are responsible when they're not. So this is why I'm pissed with the motherfucking media again. And some of these spiritual motherfuckers that couldn't put the shit together, but they're still going with the media story saying that people come to our nation and you know, motherfucker, this shit happened in-house. That's what you're supposed to say. You feel me? So, Jamdoula, li prouve encore, médias haïtiens sont dans le malpropre, mal facté, et deux, trois moun qui dans le monde spirituel là tout, moi ba aux conséquences là, parce que yo supposé comprendre ça que fait là et pas moun de yo fait. C'est rat kay k'ap manger, que les rat kay k'ap manger, paille kay, m'pa connait, quelque chose je nous dit là, mais son bagay en dans lié. C'est moun en dedans qui a fait ça. Nous t'es supposé qu'on est monsieur comme nous, c'est moun qui spirituel. J'en nous les têtes nous. Nous supposé faire analyse, on analyse spirituelle, on analyse naturelle pour voir que ça que fait là, c'est pas moun de yo fait. C'est moun en dedans qui fait. Pour peuple là lui-même qu'on ça pour le faire. Ça son tabou là, rasa, j'en dis là, ça c'est prendre tout système nan net nous manger système ça. L'homme monsieur t'es supposé exemple pour nous manger système ça. Pas gen l'autre route, c'est ça t'es supposé et ça li supposé. OK? Pas de route pas bois encore. Kounya même prédiction pam, c'est prédiction m'bral fait là. Pour me finir avec chapitre ça, m'tou mettre ça derrière fini m'a parler de ça encore. So now we are moving to my prediction. What I think. That's me. I think when you heard the story about the wife, you got to understand. They told you the wife got shot 4 times. 4 times. So imagine if the wife was inside of this place and the mercenaries shot her 4 times with bullet this size. The area that this shit happened, there's no hospital in the area pretty much. Okay? So they told you she just going straight to Florida. Some said Cuba, some said Florida. So the story automatically is up and down. So some ain't fucking right. Some ain't right. So imagine you got shot from that area, the area called Pelerin 5th. All right? This area is in the hills. In order for you to get from this area to go to the airport, you're looking at a good hour and a half. That if you don't get encountered with traffic. And Haiti don't have roads. Okay? Shit is narrow as shit. So to get there, it'll take you nearly 2 hours to get there. But now ask yourself again, how the fuck you got shot 4 times and you still managed to go to the United States and Florida? That is the driving time to get to the airport. All of this time you fucking bleeding. And some said she got shot in the butt. That's even worse. Listen, that's the worst place to get shot. Okay? I remember this football player. We talk about Sean Taylor. She was the safety for the Washington Redskins. This dude got an intruder get to his house. He got shot in the ass. Poor thing. This is one of my favorite players. Knocked the shit out of people, man. When football was football. When motherfucker will not cross the middle of the field. You got to be a motherfucking man to cross in the middle to make a catch. This nigga died literally before the ambulance get to his house. We talk about here in the United States where ambulance is not that far. But because in the ass you don't have enough muscles to absorb it. It's mostly tissues. This nigga died from bleeding. He bleed to death. By the time the ambulance get there, he died. So you mean to tell me this woman got extra 3 more bullets, not just one. This dude got shot 1 time. A football player. You was 6'2", 235 pounds. And he died from the shit. So you mean to tell me a small woman got shot 4 times and one in the fucking butt, one of the hardest places to get shot. So she survived. She's right there in Miami surviving the attack. Right? She's recovering. Come on, people, man. This shit is, I mean, come on, monsieur. En sérieux, j'aime dire non un haïtien. Imaginez yo dit Martine, monsieur. Martine prend 4 balles, il était là. Il le sauvé. Entendez? 4 balles Martine prend, monsieur. Yo dit yon nan munda. Monsieur, on prend ça nous pour nous comprendre. Distance pèlerin 5 à airport. Ou ap gade n'importe une temps et demi. Ou bien une temps. Spécialement Haïti, pas gen route, fait noir, pas gen route, blocus pour y en bas. Ba de temps pour mademoiselle t'arriver dans l'airport là. Là tellement bail sang, là mourir. Il va vivre non. So, posez-toi toute question, est-ce que cette histoire fait sens? Yo dit Jovenel prend balle par contre tout balle sous Jovenel. Mais Martine prend 4 balles lui-même. Monsieur, faut comprendre qu'on jouet cap jouer pour cacher vérité, Jean touyer Jovenel là monsieur. Faut comprendre qu'on jouet cap jouer qu'on théâtre qu'a fait pour pas faut connaître en dedans, c'est moun pas Jovenel qui touye encore. Faut comprendre ça. Et gon diversion qu'a fait entre yo même encore dans ce là. Faut comprendre, t'es pas haïtien. Faut comprendre, j'ai expliqué l'histoire encore. Yo dou gen n'importe combien machine Nissan qui était là. Monsieur faut pas oublier pour raison de Nissan. Parce que moun Jovenel y a bataille avec ou nèg les boulos. M'pas fanatique boulos. Moun déjà c'est même petit groupe là qui bataille une à l'autre. Mais côté yo jeune Nissan nan, nous pas oublier que des déchouqué Nissan. Ça veut dire machine yo volé dans Nissan yo. C'est lui même yo utilisé là. Ça veut dire son monde qui pral font coup, il pral la gueule sous dos de toi l'autre. Yo dit encore mercenaires yo tap vivre pèlerin 2 qui c'était dans Kai Dimitri Vob. Mais monsieur, pour qui raison yo dit Kai Dimitri Vob parce que yo besoin la gueule sous Dimitri, les Dimitri pas même gen Kai là, c'est Jovenel qui te prend Kai là nan men. Ça veut dire c'est même moun qui en bas gauche Jovenel qui fait ça privé là. So et si moi côté jouet là jouer là. So monsieur, en sérieux, qui Jean Martine fait vivre à 4 balles yon nan mundal, on côté nan corps qui pas gen muscle, c'est tissu seulement gen, ça veut dire sang pral bail, ça veut dire nan temps Martine pas même ka fait 15 minutes si yo pas gen temps joindre gros médical aide pour vivre, non tellement t'a gen bail sang t'a mourir. So qui Jean fait arriver Miami. Li pral non avion, li pral fait une temps et demi non avion encore. Qui Jean Martine fait vivre monsieur? Histoire pas, il pas make sense. Tout moun a bay menti. So même moun qui premier suspect pour même c'est Martine. Ça c'est même pas menti dans ça. Si gon moun qui ka connaît tout ça qui passe par l'autre moun qui Martine, mamzelle complice dans l'homme mort Jovenel. Et m'bral expliquer nous pi devant encore pour nous comprendre. Toute radio haïtien, ça ka gon mois et demi depuis année passée, y a préparé parole ça. Plusieurs moun nan kabaliste, ça qui les Makati, plusieurs autres moun encore qui dans maçon yo dou que prochain président Haïti son femme boulier. Je comprends jouer cap jouer. Ça veut dire préparer mentalement pour fort comprendre gon bagay qui pral river, faut comprendre ni. Bon monsieur, là dans tous les réseaux sociaux plusieurs côtés, gon fig dou li même ni pas la bon Dieu dit que Jovenel pral mourir. Tendez bien, il dit Jovenel pas ouais. 2021, li pral mourir. On fi, li dans tous les réseaux sociaux, fi a dit ça. A ton pense fi a te ouais. Ça l'a dit la vérité, l'a dit bien son bagay qui est li sorti non secteur qui tout fait qu'on est plan ou gain pour faire. Et après fi a fin dit Jovenel a mourir. Il dit après ça gon fi pral président. Monsieur, est-ce pas comprendre jouer y a joué là. Gon fi pral président après Jovenel mourir. Qui a fait contre Jovenel pral mourir? Parce que c'est bon Dieu d'ailleurs il dit il parle à Jésus et Jésus dit ça et qu'il pral voir ceci. Après tout son fils pral président. Ouais, je t'ai joué avant là. Ou gen nèg kan kou louko l'autre côté qui dit Martine ka un candidat. Monsieur, comprenez jouer y a joué là. Mais côté a privé avec nous. So for my American people, this woman that's supposed to be his wife, a month ago, not even since last year, they've been prepping people. They've been saying that Haiti next president should be a woman. You have people in the spiritual aspect, people in the spiritual world. They said, yeah, this is the only way Haiti should have a woman president. You know what I'm saying? That's the next person that can bring the balance and all. So they've been prepping. Like before Jovenel got killed. They have this woman, like about a week before all this shit pop off. They have a woman in all radio stations. She been going to all the major radio stations in Haiti. She said she had a message for the president, and he reached out to the president. She talked, and the message was from God, that she meet with God, and God told her to lay the message to the president. And the message was like, the president, you're gonna die. You're not gonna see 2021 because of this, because of that. But a woman gonna be president, and the woman gonna be the one put Haiti into the right track. So you need to tell me this shit is by coincidence? The media just blasting this shit everywhere. This is what you call projecting programming. How the fuck the woman know this nigga's gonna fucking die, and he's not gonna see 2021? It's by coincidence? No. But once they throw the term God, you think it might be she make a connection. And it's not only her. You have niggas from the Masonic saying that this nigga not gonna see it. You have nigga like Makati said nigga gonna die. So all of this shit is all built up because somebody is dropping the seed somewhere. So if this shit does happen, you don't think it comes from someone within the circle that did it. It comes like a prophecy, and it just happened. You see how they playing the game with y'all. So now, this woman that's supposed to be his wife end up get shot, but they said this nigga shot, but there's no bullet wound. So off bet the story is off. But she got shot 4 times and make it. So now this woman, they said she's in Miami receiving, you know, she's getting help over there. You know, so now ask yourself this. Now you have people creating groups and support. They all like, we're gonna support the president, the Martine. She's the president wife. She going to. So now she's getting the sympathy energy. So people see her as a victim now. People forgot that she was the wife of one of the most tyrant motherfucking president. She was the wife of one of the most corrupt motherfucking president. And people have so many dossier against her. People have so many corrupt activity that she's committed against the nation. People don't forget all about this shit. So now she's a victim now. But people's not asking the right question. We still never see picture of her wounds. We don't see nothing. People said that, oh, there's a video online saying that was her, and she's screaming like, ah, and then she's making noise inside of the nursing room and shit. And then they said that was her. She was so hurt and pain. Since when in America, you inside of a motherfucking hospital, when you are catered, she's not anybody. She's the wife of a president. So she's going to have the top-notch nurses around and having secret services guarding this motherfucking perimeter. It's not like people can come and snap the shot. They have someone recording. What the fuck are you? They would not even allow you to come in there with a motherfucking camera. So off bat, this person was not hurt. Okay? So I want to be clear. This shit is a farce. So whatever the fuck they put online, there's no way someone gonna be in there with a camera phone to record a motherfucking president that got his husband just got assassinated. That means Secret Service is gonna be all over her. So that is a farce. Now, they have a voice. They said that was her, like she recorded a voice talking based to how she feel within the situation. And if you hear the voice, this shit is one of the most disgusting ass voice you will ever hear, specifically to what the story has leading us to believe. I mean, you thinking about someone losing their husband in one of the most gruesome way, and then if you hear what she's saying, the tone of the voice and what is she saying, this shit don't make no motherfucking sense. You automatically know this is a movie playing. Yo, we all have family members or close one that probably lose someone in a tragic way. We know, and specifically Haitians, I can tell you, motherfucking Haitians act a fool when they lost somebody. These motherfuckers extra. If you think you see some extra shit when someone lost somebody, wait till you see a authentic ass Haitian that lost someone. This motherfucking shit, like you would never see anything like this. These motherfuckers, you pretty much got God got to come down, come from whatever the fuck God is to come in trying to fucking like, yo, calm the fuck down, because people lose their shit. Motherfucker screaming, motherfucker drop their ass on the floor, motherfucker cut seizures, motherfucker yelling. They can even talk because this is what it takes when you lost someone that comes from you. When you have history with someone, losing anybody hurts to the motherfucking core. And for this so-called lady sitting down and record this bullshit and come out with it, And people believe this shit? This shit is beyond me. I don't understand how people still falling for the shit show that they give in the population. This shit itself, she should get arrested for this bullshit if it's her. That's what makes it even funnier because the story now getting even better now. So, why Haitien yo? Pour dire, j'en connais les moun perdi petite dans la société haïtienne. J'en nous prend crise. Et pour Haïtien perdu moun, c'est crise nous prend crise en moué, nous pas même parler même. C'est réel de l'eau nan gérer seulement ou la tête pas ou kon qui j'en fait. A toi pral dit Martine t'es pas là, li te ouais ça ou fait maril devant. Pas comprendre traumatisation ça femme ça t'a bien. Premièrement, pour voir ça qui recorde ou ça c'est Martine qui a parlé, monsieur, ça sont insultes liées pour moun t'a pensé. Pour moun qui perd un moun comme ça dans genre tragique ça, c'est comme ça le parler. Fisa, c'est un moué seulement t'a fait dans bagay ça. C'est crier, c'est un moué, ça jouer moun oui. Parce que imagine on bagay comme ça arrive, 3 balles dans fond moun d'or, plus ou perd un moun comme ça, c'est qu'on ça pral parler. Non monsieur prend pour macaque monsieur. Yo prend peuple là pour macaque qui n'a pour verger pour son film qu'a joué, son pièce théâtre qu'a joué et puis tout le monde pense nous prend. Mais c'est son race. Et même il mal propre tenir là. Ça veut dire son race. Pour même Martine complice dans ça fait là. Parce que gon jouet cap jouer pour yo installer une femme comme président. Faut comprendre. Nous tout qu'on Haïti avec America y a opéré dans même énergie. C'est juste yo gen miwa each other. Ça veut dire you n'a pas opéré en l'air en bas. Faut comprendre pour qui raison te prend numéro 8 là. Et faut comprendre pour qui raison tout numéro qui aligné à Jovenel li rive à 8. Ça veut dire gon bagay yo pral fait qui pral paraître dans miroir yon a l'autre. Parce que numéro 8 là, ça représenter infinité, ça veut dire up and down même bagay là. Ça veut dire pral font bagay qui pral tuer gon bagay qui pour river son l'autre bord. Et mais l'autre bord 8 là c'est Américain. Yon number c'est nous, l'autre bord 8 là c'est Américain. Peut-être ça Jovenel fait lié 28, 26 qui bord 8. Combien mercenaires te vin là 26 qui bord 8. Combien mercenaires qui sauvé 8 qui bord 8 encore. Dans qui joue annoncer 8 dans moi ça. Ça veut dire qu'il était dans concept numérologie 8 là qui voulait dire miroir, son numéro miroir lié. Ça veut dire ça privé là, il pral font effet aux États-Unis. Pour y a question pour nous poser nous, est-ce que Martine pral poser candidat? Si Martine manque poser candidat, quel que soit ça lié, si là pour premier ministre ou bien là pour président, c'est lui-même qui est responsable en mon monsieur. Fini samedi a pas par l'empile. Ça veut dire son sacrifice qu'elle fait pour arriver dans position river pour le arriver président. Et poser tête aux questions. Jean média pousser bagay ça. Jean peuple la marcher là. Si Martine a posé candidat, vous pensez pas président sous nous? Qui moun qui ka battre Martine là? Si Martine mette quoi comme candidat, qui moun ka battre? Li bon moun souterrain là qui ka battre Martine si la posé candidat. Nèg opposition, tout si grand ou voler ça. Dis-moi qui moun qui ka battre Martine là à histoire qui a créé pour lui là, qui a assassiné président, qui a assassiné Maril, qui a manqué mourir. Jean histoire écrit là, dis-moi qui Jean moun pral faire battre à histoire ça. Expliquez-moi. Mais pour qui raison tout bagay fait? So as I was saying, my brothers and sisters, based to the story of this president wife, tell me how she gonna lose. Tell me how someone gonna beat her in the election. She get all the sympathy points from everybody that she's victims. She lost her husband and she got hurt. Imagine if she go for presidential election, especially if you're looking at all the candidate prospect, none of them is strong enough to do anything. She would have been the strongest candidate before all of them. And not forget, like I was saying, the numbers, that all the numbers equal to 8. 8 is a mirror. Remember, not only infinity, 8 is a mirror number. That's why you find a round up and a round down. The round down represent Haiti. The round up represent United States. So they picked this number because they're about to do something that will mirror America and will mirror Haiti to America. So they're talking right now. They told you a female, remember, the House Speaker of the, I don't know if it's secretary or it's the president speaker. She just announced that she sent the 10,000 troops to Haiti. And they are talking about not only the vaccine, Not only the vaccine that they're gonna send down there, they talking about organizing fucking election. Think about that. They automatically let you know that they're about to be the head poncho or the hands behind to organize the next election because they got a puppet in mind. So now ask yourself, a female saying this, you think if Martine become president, what do you think is next? Who you think is the next mirror frequency if she go for election and win? That's for Kamala. There you fucking go. So for Kamala to get there, this shit got to happen in Haiti first. Or they need somebody to bring that energy to them. What do you think will happen to Biden? Out of nowhere, you're going to hear Biden suffer more dementia. He's not stable. Oh, he's in nursing home now. And boom, she fucking become president. Because they did sacrifice the energy of the president in order for them to bring that light to them where they at. And that's what you got. That's what you got. So the number one suspect is her. That's my verdict. She's the one that has to answer for shit. The second suspect is the motherfucking head director of the guard director. Whoever's in charge of the guard I'm talking about is security. He's supposed to answer for this shit. That's number two. And then the police department, the chief police officer, his name is Leon Charles. He is the third one. Those are the three motherfuckers that need to answer for everything. And everybody else is just a part of the problem. After these three niggas, the fourth one is the motherfucker acting like he's the real prime minister. Okay? His name is Claude something. Claude, whatever. Claude some shit. Claude Joseph. So his name is Claude Joseph. That's the fourth motherfucker they need to talk and give. He have to answer some questions. And there you have it. So pour ici un j'aime dou verdict pam d'après analyse pam premier moun qui suspect c'est Martine Moise. Deuxième moun c'est moun qui est responsable sécurité président. M'pa konn si c'est erreur tel bagay erreur monsieur relé monsieur supposé monsieur répondre question. Ça est deuxième. Troisième c'est Léon Charles qui est responsable PNH là monsieur. Et quatrième c'est Claude Joseph qui a agi comme premier ministre, qui a parlé comme si un gouvernement en charge. Les tout gouvernement c'est de facto, les tout gouvernement passé sans yo pas ratifié dans chambre, les pas gon monde qui voter pour yo. So tout monde ça c'est de facto supposé, peuple a supposé river sous yo pour juger pour répondre pour crime yo fait. C'est là m'rivé. So j'aime di nou, final dossier ça, c'est final analyse moi mettre ça derrière m'pa parler de ça encore final avec lui. Mes derniers verdicts, mais qui ça me ouais, mais qui analyse qui rive, c'est comme ça, moi, well. Après ça, on chita pour nous garder film cap jouer là, et puis tout, quel que soit moun dans gouvernement ça, quel que soit moun ou ouais, dans média ça, tout ces volets yo yé. Parce que yo tout pas dit rien de vraiment petit bagay qui a passé dans sec là, yo tout a dit que c'est mercenaire. Pourquoi j'aime gen qui dénonce son foi pour dire c'est pas mercenaire fait. Et là pour qu'on ait peuple là tout ces fucking volets yo yé. OK, yo tout net se volé oui. Tout moun k'ap binjou, tout gang k'ap binjou yo campé, yo pral bataille, capitaliser non dessaline ou bay, ou pas abdou c'est mercenaire tout ces parties volé tout ces volé et tout. Pas yo yon qui dit comme ça que ça fait là son bagay dans cycle là parce que faut comprendre barbecue k'ap prend pause. C'est Freedom Fighter le k'ap vinn prend pause, c'est Che Vagal ou bien k'ap prend pause Fidel Castro révolution. Faut pas oublier de toujours mettre gros chaîne maçon loge dans couli, ça veut dire qu'il fait partie d'une société. OK? Il fait partie d'une société. Ça veut dire wow, elle a fait ça la fait là, li konn ça passé mais l'a jouer là tout. Jouer là c'est que yo touye Jovenel, mercenaire l'autre côté vini touye bullshit, li pas vle parler vérité a. Tout autant pa wè yon nan yo, dit mon cher sacrivé à là, c'est moun kay qui mange monsieur, connaît c'est ranci a jouer. Tout autant pas arrivé là, c'est jouet y a jouer avant. Toutes ces volets, surtout comment c'est marqué depuis kounya. Sous tes médias, yo te moun ceci moun dans gouvernement, ou regarder les sac bay pour tu vas on ti mal porté, quelle est l'émission encore André Michel dans opposition, toutes ces volets, tout a bay même histoire. Ça veut dire tout net compromis, tout net ces volets parce que yo pas bay vérité, yo compte vérité, yo tout ouais photo en vente. Yo tout ouais photo. Yo ka faire analyse ça, yo ka connait que Jovenel c'est pas moun de actuel, c'est moun nan kay qui tuel. Pour ça pas bay vérité comme ça. Toutes ces volets. For my brothers and sisters, I conclude within the story It's been a long last 3 days. I've been consuming the hell out with this bullshit. So it comes to an end. I'm putting closure. I'm closing this agenda, or I'm closing this chapter. This shit is straight up. Do not believe none of these motherfuckers talking, and keep moving with this story. And you have a lot of people out there pushing the narrative. Like I was saying again, this nigga died because, you know, he was trying to not give people the vaccine. Like, I'm gonna say this shit again for the 3rd time that I said it in a row. This motherfucker was not a saint. The reason why that you heard the interview, because a lot of people posting this video from a dude called Asan, that he posted the video talk about, oh, the reason why they killed this dude is because he don't want to have orchestrate the vaccine to the people. I said, I know shit that he don't know. I know what's going on in Haiti. It's bullshit. This nigga do not have nothing to do with this. The reason why in the interview he was talking with the person said that we don't need the vaccine, it was a projecting, because there was no vaccine at that time. These vaccine is available last year, December. The vaccine probably only 8 months ago. And the interview they have with him is when COVID just started. That's like pre-COVID just started. This is when the shit was fresh. So the people of Haiti was using their own shit. And this is a nation. This is a group of people that don't believe in medical shit, period. They always do their own shit. So when he was talking based to what the population was doing. It had nothing to do with him, okay? So when he said he don't believe he need a vaccine, that was no vaccine at that time. It's not like they was administered vaccines. It's almost like, it's not like they have a tons of vaccine parked somewhere. And he said, no, we're not going to vaccinate the people. That was no fucking vaccine at that time. So for people that think this shit was genuine, that shit was real, it was a fucking lie. It got nothing to do with that. Why I say this also, he's the same motherfucker that received the vaccine money. He received money. They gave him COVID money. So if you were so against the vaccine, why you take the fucking COVID package? Why you receive the money? That motherfucker got $60 to $40 million from the COVID package. So if he's so anti-vaccine, why he take the money? He blow the money within his little circle. Not even one motherfucking hospital was built with their money. So why he took it? But nobody knows that, because we love sensational shit. We love to finally see shit and put it out because we chasing fucking clout. We not doing the real research to fucking know. Okay? This nigga is not a saint. This nigga is not what people trying to paint this nigga at. There's video out there, this nigga talking and making all beautiful, you know, speech and shit, talk about he need to change the system and certain things. It was all beautiful. This is why people hate him. He's talked the good fucking talk, but his action is opposite. The system that he's talking about to change is the very same group of people that he fucking support. And they're all foreign. They're all Arab and fucking Jew, Zionist Jew. That's who he support. Now, I'm not a fan of this nigga that you call Boulos. I'm not a fan of Dimitri Vob, because they all been taking advantage out of innocent people. They always taking advantage as a corrupt system. So this shit was good for them. They all eating this shit out. But what I'm going to say about these two, they're the only one within the circle of the so-called oligarch, or those that eat and those that have all the money in their hands. They was the only one within their circle that have something to say. They put themselves out to the population. The population know them. But those that's hiding, and they've been hiding for eons of time. One of the richest person in the world is still in Haiti. His name is Ben Bijo, a Jew. Nobody ever interviewed with this nigga. You never hear shit about this nigga. But all the motherfucking ports in Haiti is run by him. But no one ever know who the fuck this nigga is, where the fuck he's at. So therefore, the only two people that's supposed to be rich that put themselves out there where the population know them, or the population talk with them, or they have something to say about what's happened to Haiti, they make them a villain. That is bullshit. These are the people that Jovenel, the president, was going against. These are the people the president constantly trying to bash because they put themselves out. So if he really hate the fucking system, if he said the system was a problem, why he don't persecuted these motherfuckers that's hiding? That's the problem with him. And this nigga was not a motherfucking saint. We have to tell the truth. If you're gonna go after certain group of people, go after all of them. Don't pick and choose who to attack. That's the fucking problem with him. He only attacked those that put themselves out there, those that have a voice about any fucking thing that's been going on in the country. But those that's hiding behind closed door, they're stealing money, they have all the resource in their hands, he don't say shit. That's the fucking problem with him. So this nigga's a con artist. Do not believe shit he was saying, because everything he was saying, he did the complete opposite of it. I lived it. I know it. So for those people that know out there, this nigga received COVID money. He didn't give a fuck about the people talk about, oh, he don't want the vaccine. Bullshit. The population don't like this nigga, that anything that he would have bring to the population, the population will give him the middle finger. That's the point. They automatically know with this nigga, you got to understand, this nigga term is over. The vaccine just happened. Vaccine was available in December last year. This nigga term just over in February. And Haiti was not even in the process of receiving vaccine, because in America, they was having vaccine shortages. It's not like this shit was available everywhere. Now they trying to reach out to Haiti. No, it's not like this nigga have a shipment of vaccine parked somewhere and he said, no, I'm not giving the people the vaccine. Haiti never have this shit reached out to them yet. And this nigga term was over this February that just happened. And vaccine just came out in December. Only 2 months removed when the vaccine just finally come, and it was not even available nationwide here in the fucking state. So this nigga never have the opportunity to really see that if he's not gonna willing to give the people the vaccine, because there's no vaccine that reached out to fucking Haiti. This shit is a farce. So get this shit out of your mind. It's a farce. We need to get to know the truth about this dude. Ain't no such thing that he trying to fucking save the people. Ain't no, because he spent 5 motherfucking years, no, 4 years and a half, bathing in motherfucking people's blood, mostly young people, and he never do shit about it. So now y'all motherfuckers online gonna make this nigga a fucking saint? I told y'all the only thing that hurt me is how they kill him. And how they kill him, to me, I'm pissed, because he sacrificed his life to protect the corrupt motherfuckers, and they still kill him. That speak volume about who the fuck are these people. So to me, the population should do everything in their power to eradicate these motherfuckers in the face of the earth. They should mourir et beau. They should fucking just liberty or death. Fucking get these motherfuckers out, because if they killed this nigga, that was the umbrella to protect them. What the fuck more they will do to the innocent population? So the population, the game is in your hand. Haïtien met gren nan moun da nou, bata moun sa ou fè revolution. His death should be the fucking revolution. Not because he was a good president, but because whoever killed him is a motherfucking demon, because he protect their ass and they still fucking kill him. So to me, that's the fuel to the motherfucking revolution. So peuple haïtien, j'aime di nou, sa krive Jovenel la, si sa pa fè n'fon révolution, nou pa jam gon révolution encore. Parce que Jovenel protège malpropre sa à ville. Il sacrifie ville. Jovenel tout corrompu, toute activité, toute mauvais bagage qui fait, il protège Calambert yo, et yo style tout il. Ça son message pour peuple là, pour faire connaître que quel que soit son fait, y a quito nan kaka. Si nek sa touye Jovenel, j'en touye là après tout ça le fait pour le protéger yo, pas gen yo youn ni livré, pas gen yo youn ni mettre dehors, plutôt kembe vérité nan quel il toujours fait ou pas boire pour le protéger yo, style touye le kon kaka. Style tout kon Calambert, ça veut dire peuple la moun ça ou pas suspend quitter pied sous kou nou. OK? Nous même son seul bagage nous supposé ouais. Tout yé malpropreté ça à toute cause. Nous supposé faire devise nationale là, mourir est beau. Mourir est beau. Ça veut dire si n'a gon pays, n'a gon patrie, mourir est beau, c'est dans moment mourir à boigner. Parce que moun ça ou démontrer nous qui a quitté pied sous kou nou et a quitté pied sous kou nou pi mal. C'est ça, l'homme c'est supposé faire révolution contre tout chien ça yo. Et chien ça yo même qui dans gouvernement. Et c'est pas ti jouette peau rouge lié. Tout le monde qui a fait mal propre ti nèg tête graine. Pas jouer, j'avais dit c'est eux même pour nous racher en vent. En vent river sous mal propre ça, commencer prendre ti nèg tête graine, cap travail, cap prend comme batable dans mes cochons ça. C'est eux même qui cause Haïti pas ka font pas. Commencer racher ti nèg tête graine, lui même nous besoin river sous en vent. Parce que les ancêtres nous te fait révolution, hein. C'est eux même c'est moun qui t'a collaboré, c'est malpropre que t'a fait coup de langue, c'est malpropre que t'a pral dit, c'est eux même nous te racher avant révolution marché. Même comment ce moment arrivé, comment c'est racher malpropre ti nèg tête graine qui campé, qui prend cob, qui falis, qui facilité cochon ça qui fait yo là. Bagay moun k'ap dou oh c'est milat, oh c'est arabe, nous pas moun ça là dans moment. Dans moment ti nèg tête graine qui campé devant nous k'ap quitter moun ça fait ça faire là, c'est nous même pour nous racher. Après n'a privé sou yo. Si nous pas faire révolution, kaka moun ça pas lever pied sous kou nou. Parce que si on fait Jovenel ça, mon chef pas gagner ou pas continuer faire nous. Parce que Jovenel fait travail pour te protéger au style tout il. Jouet nan mon. All right, for my beautiful people in here, I sweat the shit out of the story. This is it for me. I'm done with this story. This is it. And I'm gonna take a couple questions, and I think it's over for me. Case closed. I'm out of this bullshit. All right. Definitely. We all know he's involved in the Petro Caribe, but there was many other people involved in the Petro Caribe before him. You have Preval, you have Bellerive, you have Martelly, the whole shit. This nigga, he inherited a shitload. He was just a sacrificial lamb. That's all the shit was. So sacrifice the day. So I'm taking a couple questions and I'm out. All right. Of course, the news said that Haiti has not vaccinated a single person because there's no vaccine that never come to Haiti. They don't have vaccine shipment. And even if they do have it, the population not going to take it. Okay, so don't even think about it. So that's why you heard since the Secretary of State said they're going to send some troop for assistance and they're going to ship the vaccine. I'm telling you right now, the population not going to take the shit. Okay. And there's going to be a revolt, and this shit's going to be a part of the revolt, and that shit going to trickle down to America. And you know, if Haitian people rebel against the vaccine, they fucked. That's the final place to really enforce this shit to the rest of the world, because Haiti is the mirror nation to America. If America accept that shit, the whole world will accept it. But since Haiti been the lowest case of COVID in the entire world, and that's the lowest place they don't not vaccinated, that's the target. This is the giant they want to take down. Is they take the giant Haiti down with forcing people to take it, they will succeed. But I already know people ain't gonna take the shit. People too smart down there, and they ready to go. They ready to go. Okay. Listen, Jay Damu, his beef with Boulos and Dimitrivov probably got him. Bullshit. This is not what got his ass. Okay. To me, these people not responsible for his death. Dimitrivov or Boulos, they not responsible for his death. That should go deeper within this circle. That means people that love him, people that he really trust that did this shit to him. They not responsible for this. You heard this nigga, man. This nigga told you after God, he got all the power. After God, that's him. Like he that nigga. That's what he been saying. I ain't gonna watch him to pay. We won't just say, man, watch him to pay out. Nigga, you know the line, man. You know the line. Nah, these niggas not responsible, man. Okay? They want people to know that. They trying to set them up to think they are responsible. Nah, not these niggas. But these niggas ain't no fucking good either. We know they track record to be a part of fucking blood sucking the fucking nation resources. So we know the deal. So these niggas was no any better. So we know that. So we taking some questions so we can get the holla here. So we get the fuck out of here. We look like we got about 13 minutes. The clock is in 13 minutes. 13 minutes. Justin King, the sun getting hotter. Time almost up. I mean, shit. You know the frequency of the Earth. I told you, Mother Earth gonna get supernova. So we already have other suns penetrating the force field. Some areas around the world, people see more suns. 3 suns, the 3 king, the 3 chiefs. So they showing up. So yeah. So the planet get hotter and the frequency get higher. So lesser life form or unnatural life form gonna have to bounce out of here. And you know, those that survive, they're gonna have to live the vampire life. You know, you gotta go underground, you gotta start hiding out. So this is what the movie Vampire has been predicted for a long time. Get ready for vampire lifestyle. Some people are gonna just only get inside. That's just the way shit is. And this is why before this time come also is gonna be a lot of genocide, because they need blood plasma. They need transfusion. They need melanin transfusion. That's why they taking body parts. These body parts changing your physiology. They have this Asian dude. He have a transplant. He have like I think he have like a kidney transplant, and and melanin start growing. He become dark skinned like because melanin grow because the transplant, the kidney was from a black person. So we heard these story all over the world that any black body parts is coding with melanin inside of it. So whoever have these transplant start to revive melanin. And then you have those people that know they have straight melanin injection. Pretty much they abstract the melanin itself from the pineal or even from a low molecular structure. They condensed it and then some consume it or some inject it. So we have plenty story. You have a military guy that started injecting himself with melanin, he become black, and so many other people. So ain't no none new. So the more the sun is getting hotter, the more the sun getting closer, more they are relying on body parts. That mean they're gonna try to sponsor genocide. That mean they're gonna go places, kidnap kids, or start some war shit. And all of this is adding up. Okay, so this is what it is for that part. All right. Let's see. I mean, creative sunflower nowadays, I feel like everything is staged. They literally have look-alike custom clone because a problem it come with a solution. Everything is planned. There's many holes in that story. That's right. This is a war for your mind. You living in the age of if you can't keep your mind and your sanity. They're literally, when you're thinking about the media, they have technology like deep fake, when I can just be me right now talking, but inside of the studio, and they have these monitors and they have these infrared light that will mimicking each of my face features, my face movement, and they project it in real time with someone else's faces in it. So it pretty much tells you they don't need you to be alive to keep giving you a story. That mean I probably died 20 years ago, but they keep my face in the media. Every time you saw a TV show or you saw a live interview, these people are long gone. But the technology can keep these motherfuckers in. You in the AI world. This is AI mean. People think when they say alien invasion, no, this is an AI invasion. That's why AI is staying alien invasion, but it's the technological they're gonna use against us. Yes, that's what it is. So that's why critical thinking, that's why you question every fucking thing and you need answers until you start to formulate your own mind. So get your mind right is the only way, and question everything, especially like we always know, what we call the mainstream media. It's all bullshit and it's all control. So anything come from mainstream media, question the shit. It's that simple. We don't need to have brain surgery or having rocket scientist bullshit. Anything that comes from the mainstream media, you question it. It's that simple. Don't go by what they saying. Question the shit before you make your own decision. And it's that simple. They lose all credibility to the point you just have to question whatever the fuck they throw at the table. It's that simple. Okay? Oh, I see. Someone said, I didn't know about that. Idris Deby, the Chadian Chad, like Chad country, Chadian president. I mean, it got to be Africa, was murdered a few months ago, a day after he won the presidential election. Shit. His son is now the military head of the state, and his father refused the vaccine also. Listen, man, I'm not saying this not probably a good cause. Like, it's not a good cause that causing some leader to lose their life. All I'm saying, this nigga here, I'm not saying it's not true. Some leader have, like, they definitely kill them off because they're not down with the agenda. I'm not saying it's not true. I simply stated this nigga here, this Haitian president, Jovenel Moise, is not one of these niggas. That's all I'm saying. He was not for that cause. The cause they trying to paint him, he was not that. Okay? So that's all I'm stating. This nigga received the money. If you took that money, that means you down for the fucking cause. That's all it is. And on top of that, the vaccine was not there. And again, this nigga creates some tough ass laws for COVID in Haiti. If you before you come to Haiti, you got to come with a negative test. Shit that's not even happening here in the state. And then if you go to Haiti, you got the quarantine for nearly 2 weeks where you got to spend a lot of money, and then you have to pay for a test down there. And before you get back to the state, you have to take another test. So if you don't believe in the COVID, why are you making these laws? Why not letting people come in and out and you just don't give a fuck? That tells you, man, this nigga was not what the fuck you think it is. So I'm gonna leave that shit as it is. Okay? So Um, Vob and Boulos support Biden. Listen, I don't like these niggas. These niggas is a part of the problem, son. Just looking at their family, you should know something. I don't know how people coexist with them or how people think. I'm just simply stated they was not responsible to get Jovenel killed. That's all I'm at with you. But I'm not telling you these niggas are saints. Because the only thing I'm gonna say about Dimitri Vob, he's more involved. His father was involved with the soccer team. His family is involved with more hands-on shit. Now you got to understand they have a lot of lies against this dude, and that's again, it shows the level and the capacity of the Haitian people, especially how the media is manipulated. They said this nigga was making $12 million a month. $12 million a month. They said he was making from the government. And even myself, I used to believe it because it was so out there, but I never really questioned it. I never really investigate. But when I question some of this shit, when I take my time to understand, it don't make sense because think about it. If this nigga really was making $12 million a month, who signed that check? Remember, he's not in the government. He just own a company. So the question is, who in the government, which means the Department of Finance, who's signing these checks? So if he really was making that money because they turned this nigga to a villain, for that reason, that's why everybody hate him, because of that story that he was making $12 million a month. So if this nigga making $12 million a month, who's signing those checks? So that's the question that a normal person should think. First of all, you got to find out who's giving that nigga that money. So after you find out, you got to be able to understand who's signing those checks. So is this nigga really the bad guy or the one signing those checks? That's what you should know. And then the final verdict is, where are these proof? Show me a photocopy. Show me a date and time from these checks that they give away. And they said this nigga been doing this shit for nearly 10 years and up. So this nigga been making $12 million per month for nearly 10 years. That's what the story was. That's why everybody hate him. But where are these checks? Show the world the proof. So what we are here today with the presidential death and how they said that he got gunned down. This is the same shit this fucking media been doing. They create some shit and they drop it on you because that's what the politics of Haiti is, the media, the major problem. They create sensational shit and they dump the shit on you and they tell the whole world, look what you do, but there's no fucking proof to back what they saying. So to me, they never show the check. They never show who signed it. So it was a buzz. They was just trying to create a villain out of this nigga. That's all it was. He said that he received a check and the check was for $1 million. And he break down what he did with that $1 million, which he have to buy gasoline so he can create the electricity and sell it back to the government. He gave you the breakdown. And he have to pay the employee that work within this company. So he said, within the year, I come out with some close to $400,000 a year. He said, that's my profit. That's what I make after all of the breakdown. But he shows it. But besides that, before that, nobody can show proof until he shows it. Some people said he was not Haitian. Some people said that this nigga have different passport. He have an American passport, or he have a nationality of other people. This nigga show you his Haitian passport with all of the places that he's been, and his passport is old as shit. And then now everybody like, oh shit, this is our problem. We just react to the question. We react to whatever they put out, and we not question things up, or we not going deeper and do investigation and ask the real question. We got to get smarter, man, because if we not, the very same media is going to make us fight against our own interests. And this is what's been going on for too long over there. Okay? So that's what it is in that. And that nigga Boulos, we already know. He didn't get that money by himself. We know all his money is literally loan money. He take a loan. Nigga get a $200 million loan. Now the question is, who the fuck signed that clearance for him to get that $200 loan? One of us. That's the thing. That's what I want to tell you. It's always one of us that doing this shit, and we refuse to take responsibility. We point fingers at these motherfuckers, said, oh, these mulatto or these foreign people doing this, but you forgot that you don't want to make it easy for these bitch ass niggas. So if you take responsibility, you say, fuck you, nigga, I won't do your shit. I'm not gonna do your bidding. I'm not gonna do your work. Then everything fucking changes. All alone, you the fucking problem. Take responsibility. That's my problem. This nigga got 200 million. Who get in power and as an authority to sign these checks and hand it out to that motherfucker? One of us. So who's the fucking blame? That's where I'm at with y'all. We have to take accountability for our act, and we must take down our fucking collaborators. They are the public enemy number one. Before we get to the real fight, let's clean house first, so we can get our head right, so we can get our house in order before we go to world war. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I said, brother, you talk about how Jovenel talked to the Russian to open it. We talk about Teocop. He said Jovenel went to talk to Russia to open the Russian embassy in Haiti. The United States government didn't like that. They like the shit. And also Martine have beef with Lamont. Listen, okay. I'll put it this way. All of this stuff you telling me is a part of a grand story. But to me, based to where I boils it down, all I'm saying, you just giving me different angle, what could and what could not. I don't care what could or what could not. All I'm saying, this nigga got killed by his own circle. Whether that he was trying to do this, whether he was trying to do that, people that he trusts, people that he loves, people that he cares, people that he put his life in their hands did this shit to him. That's all I'm gonna say. Because all his security guard is what? Niggas. Niggas that look like him. People that's around his environment is niggas that look like him. They don't look like mulatto. They don't look like white people. No, it's niggas that do this shit. So at the end of the day, niggas did this shit to him. That's why I'm at with you. So whether that it was influenced by the United States, you talk about them corrupt government, not the people of America. We know this nation is hijacked by motherfucking demons and scumbag. Whether they was involved with that or not is one of us that did it. It's not them. It's not like you heard or F-16 just land to Haiti and then you have black ops or you have people from the military and they kill Jovenel. That would have been a different story. That would have been really them do that. But if they have something to influence one of our niggas or influence one of us to do some fuck shit to one another, we don't want the fucking blame. Because at the end of the day, why can't we say no? Why can't we like, no, we're not going to kill each other? Why it's so fucking hard when it comes down to look out for one another? Why it's so fucking hard that we cannot love each other? Why can't we protect each other? Why it's always a nigga that kill another nigga? Why? Why? That's all I'm with you. Whether all of this shit play a role, at the end of the day, one of us kill him. It was not a mulatto that do this shit. It was not an Arab that do this shit. They fucking laughing from distance, watching us taking crumbs on the table and we killing and fucking each other while they out there laughing. That's why I'm at with you. So I'll leave it at that part. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, hi, Denny. Who could we pray to help? You got to understand, sis. I don't know if you're sister or brother for your name. It doesn't matter. This is not a moment of prayer. This is a moment of action. And if you don't if your body is not ready to take the consequences, then do not call any fucking thing. I don't know. Right now, this is war. This is a declarations of war. The people of Haiti, that prayer shit is out the window, man. This is the time for action. Okay? So if you don't have your mind right and you're not ready to die for what you know is right, then ain't no prayer will be answered. So you got to be ready to take an action. The moment you're ready to take action, your prayer is answered because they declare war on your people. The way he died is pretty much let the population know this is your fucking fate and nothing gonna change. So you give the fucking answer. You answer them with something showing you that you get the message. That's all. Right now, this is not a moment for prayer. This is a moment of action. There's always a time and place for that. You help yourself, then the universe help you back. Because remember, the spirit you calling, they dwelled inside of you. How you feel, how you react, this is exactly how they feel and how they react. If you sit back, you thinking you're going to pray, something going to change, motherfucker, ain't nothing going to change. Your prayer is your action. So if you act, that means your prayer is being recalled. Your action means your prayer being answered. That's how I see it. To me, my magic is my action. I don't sit back. For an example, when I'm trying to get some shit done, let's just say that I'm trying to call a spirit so I can get some shit done in my life dealing with, I was trying to get something. I don't sit back and just pray every night. No, I get myself into the motions of what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to achieve. So for an example, if I'm trying to make a movie, I'm not calling no spirit that I'm going to sit back or lay on my bed and the movie going to happen to be done by itself. No, I said to the spirit, give me strength so I can put myself out there. When I'm out there, send the people to me. But I'm out there hustle. I'm out there getting equipment. I'm out there going like location hunting. I'm writing my script. So I'm putting myself in formation. So my activity evoking the spirit to formulate what I'm looking for to come my way. So without action, and shit gonna be praised. So right now, it's war time. It's Ogu time. It's Kafu time. It's criminal time. It's Linglesu time. It's fucking Duntor time. Nigga, we ready. We bucking. This is the season. It's time to make a stand for something or peril like fucking cattle. This is where we at. All right. Let's see. We getting out of here. We getting out of here. Okay. Let's see. How could he be protected by the power we had him there? Hey, listen, sis. This nigga, why the power that got him there couldn't protect him? Remember, your action is what decide your fate in the hands of the spirit world, because this is your fucking life. The spirit don't live your life. This is your life. Everything that you do have consequences in return. This nigga let too many blood spilled and he ain't do shit. He don't give justice. Remember, justice is the highest force of spirituality. If you let justice not being served, then there's too many forces that you will not be able to deal with, because justice is the highest form of spirituality. Too many young people died. Too many blood spilled. This nigga has done nothing about it. So you don't think that shit will find this nigga? I mean, shit. This nigga was so cocky. I told you. He have interview niggas saying that nobody will ever take this power away from me. I have this power for life. These are the shit he was saying. Haïtien m'entendel. Et on dit pas jamais pour pouvoir ça non même. À qui veut l'entendre? Pouvoir ça là nous la net. These are the shit he was saying. That just to show you how comfortable he was. He felt like he was untouchable. So you don't think there's a karmatic law in place? You don't think these people that die have spirit attached to them too? You don't think they have escort with them too? So you don't think they have some to come? You have to answer to that. So all of this play a role. And this death ain't got nothing to do with voodoo. And that's the message against voodoo. It's an attack on voodoo. Because a lot of people were saying, this nigga, oh, he said, Job, oh, he got a lot of spirit. No, fuck that. He didn't. This nigga have nothing but mostly people in the circle of the Masonic. And they kill him in the Masonic way. Most of the people around him, they either from the Kabbalah shit, they involved with the Kabbalah shit, with the what you call it, the Torah shit, design this shit. They was involved with the Kabbalah, or they was mostly Freemason. Okay? So he lets you know the energy that he fucks with ain't got nothing to do with mostly with the culture, even though you're gonna heard that his wife is a mambo. All of this is talking, but you don't really know. I'm not seeing that shit around that nigga. I never see him wearing a shirt with voodoo shit on it. Not one time. Not one time. But I've seen Monte Lee do that though. several times. So this nigga's not, I don't know, man. But all I'm gonna say, this nigga was far from a saint. And that's just the way it goes. Okay. Exactly. Aduma Muhammad, he got what was coming to him. Yes, his circle took him out, but he got what was coming for him. I mean, it's obvious. You just got to get ready. Chicken coming to roost, so it is what it is. You got to understand. All of these countries receiving vaccines, it's all part of the. I mean, I'm trying to tell people, man, this is a game for your will. If we all stand against it, they don't have a chance. We are more than them. So they are playing a psychological game. So it's about what are we gonna do